We are here in Newport Richey, Florida for some great baseball. It's a beautiful day outside as PHSC, the men's baseball team, the Bobcats, up against the Buccaneers of Florida Southwestern State. Both teams coming in here to see if they can bounce back. That being, of course, the Buccaneers. They dropped one last weekend on Valentine's Day. Or if PHSC, for example, can keep up the hot streak as they had 3 straight games with a win so far. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports, and this is the pregame portion of the live stream here in Newport Richey, Florida at Rec Park. Again, I'm Robert Lischak. It's a great privilege, great honor to be broadcasting this game to you on the PHSC Athletics YouTube channel. So let's get right down to the nitty-gritty. Let's look at the team matchups here. If you're looking at PHSC, they are 9-6 so far inside their season. That's their overall record. They are in the Division II Sun Lakes Conference. They are going up against Florida Southwestern, which is a Division I team. So it's an interdivision matchup, D1, D2. It should be pretty thrilling to say the least. If you look at last season's highlights, they finished 52-10. PHSC winning their national championship, the NJCAA D2 College World Series in Enid, Oklahoma. 5 NJCAA All-Americans, and Braden Durfee was named tournament MVP. You look at their last win for PHSC this season, they won against Alabama Central Community College 11-1 on Valentine's Day. So the team is pretty much riding high after these 3 straight wins. You have the last 10 games, PHSC 6-4. And if you're looking at players to potentially keep your eye on, depending on the rotation, Braden Durfee, he has 7 stolen bases this season. He was recently named the FCSAA D2 Baseball Player of the Week. Juan Lopez, if he's in the rotation tonight, 19 RBIs. On the pitching side of things, Gavin Zossenbreaker with a 1.13 ERA. Again, these are players to potentially look out for. And of course, who is leading the Bobcats here? It's head coach Lyndon Coleman. He won the World Series again last year. He won the ABCA National Coach of the Year. If you're looking at home last season under his direction, 29-2 home record, the best home record in PHSC history. So again, this team plays pretty much really well in a home environment. If you're looking at the Bucks, if you're looking at the Buccaneers, overall record 11-3. They are 2-1 in conference. So conference play has already started for some of these D1 teams in the FCSAA. 2-1 conference record. Last season highlight, they won their first FCSAA championship. They finished with a 44-17 overall record. They competed at the NJCAA D1 World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado. So both teams know what playoff baseball is like. They've had some great success last year. If you're looking at the last 10 games, you have Florida Southwestern 7-3. You have players to look out for potentially. The Bucks on their end. You have Nick April Gaith. He has a 500 hitting average. Anthony Quigley, 22 RBIs. Chris Wally, 6 home runs. And Aiden Taurico, 13 stolen bases. So those players could be potentially dangerous for the pitching and the infield on that particular part. And who is leading the Buccaneers? It's Zach Cole. He has his 4th season as a head coach for the Bucks in 2025/2026. In his first 3 seasons, the Buccaneers are 112-60. They have qualified for the FCSAA championships in all 3 seasons and won their first, again, back last year, made it to the World Series, put up a great effort on that end. So both teams are really even with each other. You have, for example, PHSC, the number 1 team in the preseason rankings for D2. You have, again, Southwestern over here. They are riding with a pretty good consistency, 7-3 in the last 10 games. They did drop a game last week against HCC that slowed down their winning streak, but nevertheless, it should be a pretty even match. And if you're looking at, again, as I said, players to look out for and the game itself, I mean, you have to focus on, I think, the fact that Florida Southwestern lost against PHSC last season. PHSC beat them 4-0 last year. That's a pretty big implication. Both teams have had a storied history, you could say the least. And you're looking at the fact that, for example, Pasco-Hernando State College, they only had 12 home runs or have 12 home runs so far this year. You have Florida Southwestern, they only have 23 so far this year. It should be a pretty close RBI-based game, right? If pitching is strong for PHSC, all they have to do is have the bats cracking, right? Who's going to swing first? and not just fists. I mean actually baseball bats. I'm not talking about fists. I'm talking about baseball bats because, again, if you have Juan Lopez in the rotation, he has 19 RBIs. If you look at the past couple wins PHSC has had, they are all based off RBI play. I mean, yeah, everyone loves to see a big boom and bang out to left or right field, but if you're able to get a couple men aboard on the bases, be really patient on the batting end of it, and then have that great opportunity where pitching falters on the opposite end and have more runners score and have that consistency so you can edge the gap, that's something that PHSC was doing so far last year, and they're doing this year as well. So that's something to be a very important to talk about and to focus on here. Again, PHSC, they're 6-4 in the last 10 games, and I talked to Juan Lopez, catcher for PHSC, one of the great pieces from last year, and I asked him, I said, how's the team feeling? And he told me the team is feeling high vibes, good vibes all around because, they have 3 in a row. They're hoping to get 4. They're at home. It's more comfortable, obviously, when you're at home. You look at the previous home record last year. It tells you a great story about it. And, of course, again, PHSC has beaten this team before in the past. So it's not this out of realm possibility that they can do it again. It's just about the execution. Can they make sure that the pitching is consistent, that it doesn't falter, that the infield work is consistent? Can they have the bats swinging and swinging early to go and build up momentum and sustain a quite attainable lead? Because, again, I think this is going to be more of a game based off offense just by looking at the general stats alone, and an RBI game. Florida Southwestern, they have 119 RBIs this year so far, 100 for PHSC. And again, we're not talking about home run numbers that are in the 30s or 40s. These two teams are really focused on some intricate at batting. And I think that might be the formula for PHSC or Florida Southwestern. It's going to be a very interesting game, to say the least. So with about 20 minutes before the first pitch, we will take a quick break here. Again, I'm Robert Lischak. This is a great honor, great privilege to be broadcasting this game. And of course, we will see you soon as PHSC, the Bobcats, take on the Buccaneers here at home. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports, as PHSC takes on the Buccaneers of Florida Southwestern State College. Just a little bit of the lineup here out in the field. To left field for PHSC, it's Alex Rodriguez. The center fielder will be Braden Durfee. In right field is Sebastian Barros. First baseman Vance Celeberti for PHSC. Then you look at second base. That will be Michael Greenberg. The shortstop for PHSC, Rocco D. Martinez. Third base is Kelvin Perez. And the catcher is Eduardo Morales, as the pitcher is Nicholas Corse, number 9 for PHSC. 15 strikeouts for him so far this season. 9.2 innings pitched for the fellow Bobcat. As we look here at the top of the lineup for Florida Southwestern, first will be number 4, Nick April Gath, the shortstop. Then number 2, that being Bishop Quarles, the center fielder. Number 1, I should say, Bishop Quarles. Then number 6, that's Jonah Sant Antone, second baseman. Number 12, Chris Wally follows that. He's a first baseman. Then Evan Tavares, the designated hitter. Then Greg Kibben, the catcher. Then Keenan Jabath, the left fielder. Tyler June, the right fielder. Andy Perez is last in the batting order, the third baseman. And, of course, the pitcher for Florida Southwestern is Robert Mitchell. But PHSC will be pitching first here on a beautiful evening. Here's the first pitch by Corse. That one wheeled it out to deep left field, but out of play. So the count's going to be 0-1. Nicholas Corse is the pitcher for PHSC, the starting pitcher. 15 strikeouts for him so far this year. The windup in the pitch now. That'll be a strike, so the count is 0-2. .25 hits for April Gaith this season as we get the windup. Ball is up high, so the count's 1-2. Next pitch, ball is up high. Counts even now, 2-2. Nick April Gaith, who's batting right now, is a sophomore. Shortstop. 50 at-bats and 19 runs for him as we get the pitch. That one is another wide ball there. Full count, 3-2. Three-two delivery. That will be a strike. So on a 3-2 count, he gets Gaith out. Course as we get the next batter for the Buccaneers. Bishop Quarles, the center fielder, number 1 on the Buccaneers roster. He's a sophomore. 47 at-bats, 21 runs, and 20 hits for him this season. Course with the windup. That one is out of play. Goes nearby the first baseman, that being Vance Celeberti, right by the PHSC dugout on the right side. On delivery by Corse. Goes right to the first baseman, and he'll step on the bag for the second out. Two quick outs here in the top of the first inning. As we get the third batter, number 6, Jonah Sanatone, the second baseman for the Buccaneers. Redshirt sophomore with 40 at-bats and 14 runs to his name so far this year. Ball's down in the dirt. It's going to be a ball. 1-0 is the count. Again, PHSC coming into this game with a 9-6 overall record with 3 straight games with a W, so they have won 3 straight games. Florida Southwestern, they dropped a ball or game, I should say, against HCC back on Valentine's Day. Here comes the windup. That's going to be a ball, so the count is 2-0 now. Delivery here. Dead center strike, so the count is 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out early in the top of the first inning here in Newport Richey, Florida. That's going to be a ball, so now the count is 3-1. Three-one delivery in the chamber. That one popped up high. Looks like it will go just beyond the dugout. Looks like the pitcher, course, and the first baseman, Celebrity, trying to get the ball there, call for it. So protecting on 3-2 with San Antone, again, the second baseman for Florida Southwestern. 3-2 pitch. Goes over the head of the third baseman. And San Antone will grab a single there. A 2-out single for the Buccaneers in the first hit of the game. And with that, we'll have the number 4 hitter, number 12, Chris Wally, the first baseman. 50 at-bats for him this season. Pickoff attempt. Not successful there. 20 hits for Wally this season. Another pickoff. And he'll grab the out. San Antone gets picked off there with a great connection from course to the first baseman, Vance Celebrity. As we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score here in Newport Richey, Florida. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. The Bobcats up against the Buccaneers here, as Alex Rodriguez will start the batting order for PHSC. Starting pitcher for the Buccaneers is Robert Mitchell. 12 strikeouts to his name, 9 innings pitched for him. That one's going to be a ball, so the count is 1-0. And that one there is a ball. 2-0 is the count. 56 at-bats for Alex Rodriguez, 22 runs for him as we get the 2-0 pitch. That one goes out of play. 2-1 is the count now. Rodriguez with 5 doubles on the year so far, has been struck out 10 times, however, as he swings on that one heavy. Counts even, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Be a ball there. Full count. 3-2. Wind up in the pitch. And that's a deep ball right out to right center field for extra bases. Rodriguez, he's going all the way for a triple. He'll slide down. So Rodriguez with a mega triple. And the first hit for the Bobcats. As we get the number 2 hitter, number 20, Braden Durfee, the center fielder. Durfee with 56 at-bats so far on the year, 19 runs, 19 hits, 11 RBIs for the former MVP. Was named it last year at the World Series tournament. That one goes over the head of the third baseman as Rodriguez will head home from a Durfee single. PHSC on the board early, 1-0. So a single there that went over the head of the third baseman, Andy Perez, and PHSC on the board early, 1-0. As Sebastian Barros now, the number 3 hitter, number 1 on the roster, will try to bat here. A pickoff attempt from Mitchell that does not work. Durfee is at first base after a RBI single. Led Rodriguez home. Another pickoff attempt that does not work. Waiting on the pitch. Durfee will run to second. And getting the confirmation, he will be safe. So that will be his 8th stolen base of the season. As now he's in prime scoring position at second. 1-0 count here. Ball is down low near Barros. It's going to be 2-0 now. Waiting on the 2-0 delivery. Wind up in the pitch. That'll be called a strike. Durfee at second. Mitchell with the pitch. Ball popped up and into foul territory. 2-2 now. Two-two pitch. That one is in left field and it will be picked up there by the left fielder for the out, Keenan Jabeth. Durfee is still at second as Juan Lopez now steps up. Juan Lopez with 19 RBIs so far this year. The designated hitter, number 24 on the Bobcats roster. Wind up in the pitch. Swings there. It's going to be a strike. 0-1 is the count. Lopez with 18 hits so far this season as we get the 0-1 pitch by Mitchell. Down in the dirt there as Durfee makes a move. He'll get there in time for another stolen base. Durfee is now at third base after a miscommunication. Ball down in the dirt from the catcher as Mitchell has to reset with a 1-1 count. Lopez waiting for the pitch. That one is to the left side and out of play, so now will be 1-2. PHSC on a roll, winning 3 straight games. Last 10 games, they have been 6-4. Hoping to add another W in the win column. That one is down low, so count's going to be even 2-2. Durfee for PHSC is at third base. Juan Lopez waiting on the delivery from Mitchell with a 2-2 pitch. And that one's going to be a ball, so full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes with only 1 Bobcat out in this bottom inning. Three-two pitch. Swings on that one there. It's going to be a strikeout. Lopez goes back to the dugout here as we have number 22, first baseman Vance Celeberti. He's the number 5 hitter for PHSC, the first baseman with 50 at-bats and 13 runs, 15 hits, and 4 doubles so far this year. As he takes one there, it's going to be a strike. Two Bobcats out here. Durfee still at third base as we get the 0-1 pitch. That one is hurled to left field, and it will be down for a single as Durfee heads home. And now it is 2-0. Celeberti able to do some magic early and get a single, RBI single. Durfee from third went home. As now we have number 26, Michael Greenberg, the second baseman. He'll take a strike. Greenberg, the second baseman, 51 at-bats, 12 runs, and 18 hits for the fellow Bobcat. That one goes back. 0-2 now. 0 balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the first inning here, PHSC with 3 hits so far compared to the Buccaneers' 1. Waiting on the 0-2 delivery. He did not swing there, so it's going to be a ball, 1-2. One-two pitch, ball's down low. Count's going to be even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waiting on the 2-2 delivery. That one is back. So protecting on 2-2. Celeberti at first base. 2-2 pitch. Ball up high. It's going to be 3-2 now. Full count. PHSC already up 2-0. Full count pitch. Ball hit up high to left center field. It'll be picked up there by the center fielder to retire the side. So Bishop Quarles gets the last out in the bottom of the first inning for the Buccaneers. PHSC up early 2-0 as we enter the second inning. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. PHSC up early 2-0 as we enter the top of the second inning. The Buccaneers batting here as we get the pitch by course. That one chopped to the second baseman, thrown to first in time. Takes Chris Wally out as we get the next batter for the Buccaneers. Number 13, Evan Tavares, the designated hitter. He's a sophomore catcher. 32 at-bats, 7 runs, and 6 hits for him as we get the pitch here. Ball is down low, so the count is 1-0. Swings that one back there. Counts even 1-1. Waiting on the 1-1 delivery by course. Swings on that one heavy. It's going to be a strike. 1-2 now. Tavares has been struck out 13 times this season as we get the 1-2 pitch. That one goes back, so protecting on 1 and 2 for Tavares. Again, at the top of the second inning here with 1 out already for Florida Southwestern. Wind up in the pitch. That one right to the third baseman, thrown to first. It will not be in time, however. So Tavares with a single there. Trying to make a 5-3 play. That being, of course, Kelvin Perez to the first baseman, Celebrity, but unable to do that in time as we get the next batter for the Buccaneers, Greg Keben. Number 2 on the roster. Also a catcher. Tavares at first. Wind up in the pitch. Ball down in the dirt. It's going to be 1-0. Wind up in the pitch. Going to be a strike. Tavares at first as we get another pitch there. That's going to be a strike as well. 2 strikes already against Caban. Tavares at first for the Buccaneers as we get Course's pitch here. 1-2 throw. That one's going to be a ball, so it evens the count 2-2. Caban with 46 at-bats and 16 runs so far this season. Wind up in the pitch. That one hit and out of play on the left side. Protecting on 2 and 2 here. Caban hitting .370 this season. Course with the windup. Chopped right to the second baseman, to the shortstop, thrown to first. And in time for the double play. PHSC spoils any offensive opportunities by the Buccaneers as we head to the bottom of the second inning. PHSC still leading 2-0. We'll be right back. And we're back in Newport Richey, Florida at Rec Park. A beautiful day for spring baseball. Temperature right now 76 degrees. The light breeze as number 4, Rocco DeMartinez, the shortstop, receives the pitch there, a strike. At the bottom of the second inning here, PHSC leading 2-0 early in the contest. Ball up high makes the count even 1-1. Robert Mitchell with 28 pitches so far. Waiting on the 1-1 delivery. Ball smacked up high to left field, back, and will be caught by the left fielder for the first out. Keenan Jabeth grabs it there. As we have Kelvin Perez, number 16 on the Bobcats roster, the third baseman. Waits for the delivery here. Going to be a ball, so 1-0. Waiting on the 1-0 delivery, chopped to the shortstop, thrown to first in time. 2 quick outs as we get the next batter for PHSC, number 17, Eduardo Morales, the catcher. The number 9 hitter on this batting order. As we get a strike there, counts 0-1. Morales with 24 at-bats, 2 runs and 7 hits this season. Back-to-back strikes, 0-2 now. PHSC with 3 hits as we get the 0-2 delivery. Ball up high, going to be 1-2. If PHSC gets a man aboard here, we'll go back up to the top of the batting order with Alex Rodriguez as we get the 1-2 delivery. Ball popped up high into right field and picked up there to retire the side. So Tyler June grabs the last out there as we head to the top of the third inning. Still 2-0 PHSC leading. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports, as PHSC is leading 2-0 as we enter the top of the third inning. Waiting on the delivery here by Course. Going to be a ball, so 1-0. Lined up in the pitch. Going to be 2-0 now. 2-0 delivery. Swings on that one heavy from Keenan Jabeth. The left fielder, number 8 on the roster for the Buccaneers. 2-1 pitch now. It'll be 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike. 6 runs and 6 hits for him so far this year. Goes right to the shortstop, thrown to first in time. A great 6-3 play to get the out. As we get the next batter, Tyler June, number 3 on the Buccaneers roster, the right fielder. That one's up high, so 1-0. Delivery in the chamber, ball down low. It's going to be 2-0 now. In the dirt there. 2 balls, 0 strikes. 7 at-bats and just 2 runs for him this season. That one is chopped to the first baseman, to the catcher, or pitcher I should say. It's going to be an out. Two quick outs there on the rush between Corse and Celebrity. As number 5, Andy Perez, the third baseman, number 5 on the roster, will now be batting for the Buccaneers. Wind up and the pitch, going to be called a strike for Corse. Corse with 34 pitches so far in this game. Next wind up there evens the count with a ball, 1-1. Next pitch. A ball there. 2-1. Delivery. And that will be a base hit as it goes past the third baseman. Perez with a single from the left side as they get a man aboard. And we go back to the top of the order with Nick April-Gaith, the shortstop, number 4 on the Buccaneers roster. Gaith with 25 hits entering tonight. 1 Buccaneer aboard at first base. Pickoff attempt, no good. Corse, the pitcher for PHSC, entering with 15 strikeouts tonight. Here comes another pickoff attempt to Celebrity, but nothing's happening there. Another pickoff attempt. The Buccaneers with 2 hits to their name so far. PHSC with 3. Another pickoff attempt. How many can you do in an inning? It seems like that's the question trying to be answered. Trying to get another quick out as Corse resets on the mound. Ball goes back. Counts 0-1. Perez trying to seek an opportunity and steal a base, but the ball went out of play behind us past the stands and broadcasting booth, so counts 0-1. Still a Buccaneer is aboard, that being Perez. Pickoff attempt there. Nothing happening. Nick April-Gaith, number 4, a sophomore with 14 games to his credit. As we get the delivery here, out to the center fielder, shallow center field, will be picked up there for the out by Durfee. That will retire the side. Hauls it in for the third out. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, PHSC still leading 2-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. The bottom of the third inning, PHSC still leading 2-0. As we head to the back of the top of the order, Alex Rodriguez for PHSC, 1 for 1. As we get the pitch. Called a strike. Counts 0-1. Mitchell coming in with a 6.00 ERA. As the count is even now, 1-1. 12 strikeouts entering tonight for the pitcher, with 9 innings pitched before today's game. Ball down low in the dirt, make it 2-1. Pitch in the chamber. Ball up high, make it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Durfee up next for PHSC. Ball down low. So Mitchell walks him. And Rodriguez will be heading to first base as Braden Durfee, the center fielder, number 20 on the roster, is now next to bat. Durfee hitting .339 this year. On base percentage .464 as we get the windup in the pitch. That one called a strike. As the sun is slowly setting down here in a beautiful scene here at the Rec Ballpark. Pickoff attempt there from Mitchell does not work against Rodriguez as he heads back to first. Durfee waiting on the 0-1 pitch. Pickoff attempt there, unsuccessful. Durfee with 19 hits, 19 runs, and 56 at-bats so far for the Bobcat. Recently committed to the University of Kansas, the Jayhawks. As that one goes down there, count is even 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Durfee named tournament MVP last year at the NJCAA D2 World Series in Enid, Oklahoma. Bobcats reigning champions. As he swings on that one, it's going to be a strike. 1-2 is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 Bobcat aboard at first base, that being Rodriguez. Pickoff attempt. And Rodriguez is still safe after that one. Durfee 1 for 1 so far in this game. 1-2 delivery. Ball goes back and out of play, so protecting on 1-2 here. One-two pitch. It's going to make the count even with a ball. 2-2. Mitchell with 46 pitches so far in the game. 2-2. Ball hit up to left field, down for extra bases on the left side. Durfee, he's pushing for second as Rodriguez is waved to third. Durfee with a hard-hitting double. With 2 men aboard, nobody out. Durfee with his 3rd double of the year. Durfee is at second base with that double. Rodriguez is at third with number 1, Sebastian Barros. Now batting for PHSC, Number 3 in the batting order. He's 0 for 1. Wind up in the pitch there. It's going to be called a ball. Four hits combined for PHSC so far tonight. Getting the 1-0 delivery. That's going to be a ball, so 2-0 now. Sebastian Barros with 22 hits so far this year. 17 RBIs, 2-0 delivery. That's going to be a base hit out to right center field. Rodriguez will go home, and there's going to be runners at the corners. Barros, as I just mentioned, with 17 RBIs, so another one to his stat sheet, an RBI single with runners now at the corners. It is 3-0 now. Barros is at first base, Durfee at third as Juan Lopez now steps up to bat. Number 4 on the batting order, number 24, the designated hitter. Waiting for the pitch there. That's going to be a ball, so 1-0. Waiting on the 1-0 delivery. Ball right to the third baseman, to second, to first for that double play. So eliminates Barros immediately, but Durfee will head home, and it makes it now 4-0. As we get the pitch there, it's going to be a ball. Vance Celeberti now up to bat, the first baseman. 1 for 1. That'll be a ball there. It's going to be a strike there, so it's going to be 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike. Celeberti with 15 hits entering tonight's game, batting .300, on-base percentage .422. Wind up in the pitch, chopped and out of play on the right side. Counts even 2-2. Wind up in the pitch. And that will be a ball, so full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Celeberti waiting on the full count delivery by Mitchell. Walked him. Celeberti will now head to first base as number 26, Michael Greenberg, the second baseman, the number 6 hitter, is now up to bat. Celeberti at first, PHSC leading 4-0 with 5 combined hits so far. At the bottom of this third inning here, Wind up in the pitch. Called a strike right in the center. Counts 0-1. Greenberg 0 for 1. Waiting on the 0-1 delivery. Ball up high and out of play. Fouled it. Now it's 0-2. .02 delivery. Right to the shortstop. Thrown to second to retire the side. So PHSC still adds another. It's 4-0 as we enter the top of the 4th inning. PHSC up against the Buccaneers. We'll be right back. Welcome back here in Newport Richey, Florida, as we are in the top of the fourth inning with PHSC leading 4-0 against Florida Southwestern. As Bishop Corals is batting now, so it goes right to the first baseman, and he'll step on the bag. Celebrity with the out there. Again, PHSC up 4-0 against the Buccaneers as number 6 now, Jonah St. Atone, the second baseman, will now be batting 1-for-1 as Nicholas Corse, number 9, reaches 41 pitches for PHSC. Wind up in the pitch. That ball over the second baseman for a base hit. St. Atone will step back and head to first for a single. As number 12, Chris Wally, the first baseman, is now batting. Wally 0-for-1, number 10 on the roster. Or should I say number 12. "1-0 is the count there. Wally, a sophomore, first baseman with 14 games, 50 at-bats, and 20 hits to his name entering tonight's contest. That will be a ball as well, so 2-0 is the count. Florida Southwestern now with 3 combined hits in this game. Wind up in the pitch. And that will be 3-0, so 3 straight balls. No strikes yet from Corse in this particular matchup against Wally here, with St. Atone at first base with that single. That will be called a strike, so 3-1 is the count. Wind up in the pitch. Swings on that one heavy. Full count now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. 1 man aboard for the Buccaneers here. Again, top of the 4th inning on a beautiful day for baseball at the West Campus. 3-2 delivery by Corse, but instead it will be a pickoff attempt. Wind up in the pitch. Right to the shortstop, to second, to first. In time for the double play. A great job there from DeMartinez to Greenberg to Celebrity. A 6-4-3 play to retire the side as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. PHSC still up 4-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida, as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. PHSC up 4-0. As Rocco D. Martinez, the shortstop, is batting next. Chopped to the third baseman, thrown to first, in time for a quick out. A 5-3 play for the first out in this bottom portion of the inning. As number 16, Kelvin Perez, the third baseman, is now batting. The number 8 hitter, Mitchell, with 62 pitches, now 63. As that one is a ball, so 1-0 is the count. Waiting on the delivery here. That one's going to be a ball as well, so 2-0. Again, PHSC entering tonight with a 9-6 overall record. They won 3 straight games, hoping to make that 4, as that one is a strike delivered there by Mitchell. 2-1 is the count. Florida Southwestern, they're 11-3, 2-1 in conference play. Another strike there, so evens the count, 2-2 against Kelvin Perez. Perez is 0 for 1 as we get the windup there. A ball popped up to right field. Right fielder running and will grab it for the out. So Tyler June grabs the second out in the bottom of the fourth inning as we now have Eduardo Morales, the catcher, number 17 on the roster, number 9 in the batting order. As we get, looked like a ball there, 1-0. 7 hits for him, 2 runs, 24 at-bats. He's 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Wind up in the pitch. That'll be a strike, so the count is even 1-1. Wind up in the pitch. Ball back. Make it 1-2. Good crowd on hand tonight at Withlacoochee River Electric Co-op Park on a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening. Wind up in the pitch there. Ball foul back, so protecting on 1-2. Sunset expected to be right around 6:22. One-two delivery. Ball popped up and out of play. Robert Mitchell hits 70-plus pitches so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 Bobcats out. Here comes the pitch. And that is a ball. So count is even 2-2 now. Triple twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. As Morales waits for Mitchell's delivery. Ball is up high and is down for extra bases in shallow left field. So a one-off single there by Morales. As we go back to the top of the batting order with number 3, Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 for 1 tonight. Morales with that 2-out single. He's at first base, waiting on the delivery. That one is down in the dirt, so it's going to be 1-0. 1 ball and 0 strikes. PHSC 6-4 in the last 10 games played. One-0 pitch in the chamber. Ball down low. Make it 2-0. Delivery. That's going to be another ball, so 3-0. Mitchell is at 77 pitches now. Morales at first, 3-0 delivery. That's going to be a strike now, so 3-1 is now the count. Florida Southwestern is 11-3 entering tonight's contest. 3-1 pitch, and there's a communication error there. Ball is down, as that was called a ball by the official there. It was down in the dirt and then babbled around, but it was officially called a ball, so that does mean runners will advance, obviously. Morales now at second base. Rodriguez at first with Braden Durfee expected to bat as we get a meeting on the mound here with, it looks like, the head coach Zach Cole. And it looks like Zach Cole has decided that it will be the end of Robert Mitchell's turn as the pitcher. Played all the way up till the bottom of the fourth inning, as we're going to get a new pitcher. And we will take a break to figure out who that is and return some Bobcat action. Do not go anywhere. PHSC still up 4-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Here, bottom of the fourth inning, new pitcher for Florida Southwestern, that being Gavin Kindell, right-hand pitcher with 3 strikeouts to his name. Just getting the data here. 10.13 ERA. Has allowed 8 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. Has only pitched 2.2 innings. As Durfee is up on the left batter box, 0 for 1, or 2 for 2, I should say, but 1-1 is the count. Excuse me on that error. But nevertheless, 2 Bobcats still aboard here, Morales and Rodriguez. Rodriguez at first, Morales at second. Here comes the pitch there, 1-1. That's a strike there, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gavin Kindell is number 9 on the roster for Florida Southwestern as he looks back. 1-2 delivery. Heavy swing there, and for the strike, that's going to retire the side. As now we head to the top of the 5th inning. PHSC still up 4-0 as we will take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. PHSC up 4-0 as we enter the top of the 5th inning. Nicholas Course still on the mound for PHSC as we get his delivery here. That's going to be a strike. PHSC on the offensive side of the ball with 6 combined hits. Counts even 1-1 as Evan Tavares, the designated hitter number 13, is batting. He'll wait for the 1-1 delivery by Course. Tavares 0 for 1. That one down low, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch in the chamber. Ball up high, so 3-1. 6 hits, 7 runs, and 32 at-bats for Tavares. Three-one delivery. Swings on that one. Count is now full, 3-2. Three-two delivery. Ball out of play, so protecting there is Tavares. Florida Southwestern is down 4-0. PHSC last year beat Florida Southwestern 4-0. So this could be a potential deja vu situation. Wind up in the pitch from Course. Ball popped up and goes out of play. Tavares batting a 188 this season. Has been struck out 13 times entering tonight. Course with the pitch. Ball, that one is up high and out of play to the left side. So still protecting here on 3-2. As that sun fades away. Wind up in the pitch. That one out of play as well to the left side, just past the Florida Southwestern dugout. Three-two pitch by Course, and it's going to be a walk. Ball down low near the bottom. Tavares will now head to first base as number 2, Greg Caban, the catcher, and the number 6 hitter, is now going to bat against Course. Caban, he's 0 for 1 in tonight's contest. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. And that one is hit to center field. Move to the left, though, and will be grabbed by the left fielder instead for the first out. Alex Rodriguez hurled it in for the out, I should say. Excuse me on that. As number 8, Keenan Jabeth, I should say, will be batting next, but there is a meeting on the mound here with Lyndon Coleman and the players, and it looks like potentially Course will step aside, and it looks like that will happen here. Course, with 59 pitches, will end his tenure with just about 5 innings pitch. Made it all the way to the top of the 5th inning as we'll get a new pitcher here. It looks like it'll be number 12 for PHSC, getting that confirmation. That is Evan Alwine. Evan Alwine is the new pitcher for PHSC, able to deliver that news quickly. Thank you. just from my visual standpoint, able to get the number. He's a right-hand pitcher with 9.2 innings pitched. He's allowed 8 hits and 6 runs, but he struck out 5. He has an ERA of 4.66. He's a right-hand pitcher, sophomore, number 12 on the roster. As we will take a quick break here, let the new pitcher get adjusted. PHSC still up 4-0 at the top of the 5th inning. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. In case you missed it, the starting pitcher, Nicholas Corse, is out, as we have a new one for PHSC, Evan Alwine. He'll be up against Keenan Jabeth, who's at the batter's box here. First pitch there by Alwine will be a ball, so 1-0 is the count. PHSC is up 4-0. The Buccaneers do have one man aboard at first base, that being Tavares. 1-0 pitch. That'll be another ball, so 2-0. PHSC coming in tonight with a 9-6 overall record, 3 straight wins, hoping to make that 4 straight wins. 2-0 delivery. That will be a ball, so 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. That will be a strike, so 3-1 now. Wind up in the pitch, 3-1. That will be a strike. Full count there. Jabeth thought he had the walk. The umpire said otherwise. Full count here. Wind up and the pitch. And that will go past the shortstop for extra bases. Looks like they'll just stop there. So Tavares will head to second base while Jabeth will head to first. A single there moves up Tavares. Now you have 2 men aboard for the Buccaneers, as Tyler June, the right fielder, number 3 on the roster, the number 8 hitter, is now batting next. Getting the delivery there. It's going to be a ball, so 1-0. Tyler June, the redshirt freshman. 7 at-bats coming into tonight. That one is a strike, so counts even 1-1. Only 1 out for the Buccaneers in the top of the 5th inning. Alwine will now deliver his 9th pitch. Ball down the dirt, live ball. No one makes a move, however. Count now is 2-1. Tavares is at second. Jabeth is at first. June is batting right now for the Buccaneers, waiting on the 2-1 delivery by Alwine. And that will be a ball, so 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out Florida Southwestern with the combined 4 hits, bridging the gap in the hit column. PHSC has 6 tonight. Chopped. And that will go past the first baseman. Everyone's going to be safe, and the bases are fully loaded. Goes past Celebrity. And now the bases are loaded with only 1 out as number 5, Andy Perez, the number 9 hitter, will be batting. The third baseman for Florida Southwestern. 7 hits entering tonight's game and 23 at-bats. Outline with the pitch. Called a strike. (0-1) delivering. That's another strike. Back-to-back strikes. 0-2 now. Bases fully loaded. Tavares at third. Jabeth at second. June at first. Wind up in the pitch. That one out of play to the left side near the dugout for the Buccaneers. Protecting on 0-2. (0-2) pitch. That one fouled out. So still protecting on 0-2. Perez, he is 1 for 1 tonight. (0-2) delivering. Right to the second baseman, thrown to first in time, but 1 run will score. And that means that Florida Southwestern is now on the board. Tavares headed home on that one as Jabeth and June advanced to second and third. That ground out turned into a scoring opportunity as we head to the top of the order with Nick April Gaith, the number 1 hitter, number 4 on the roster, as we get a ball there, so 1-0. The Buccaneers have now bridged the hitting gap. They're only down by 1 in terms of the hitting column. That one is right to the third baseman, thrown to first in time to retire the side. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning here with the Buccaneers scoring 1. It is still 4-1 PHSC leading as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports, as PHSC is up 4-1, entering the bottom of the 5th inning. as Sebastian Barros will be batting for PHSC, the right fielder. The windup in the pitch there, it's going to be called a ball, 1-0. Here comes the delivery there. It's going to be 2-0 now from Kindle. Pitch. That one's going to be 3-0 now. Excuse me. Barros is 1 for 2. 3-0 now. Walked him. 4 balls, and Barros will head to first base now. A walk as Juan Lopez now steps up. Juan Lopez, the number 4 hitter, number 24 on the roster. He's a catcher and designated hitter. Juan Lopez with 19 RBIs entering tonight. 5 doubles, 3 home runs this year. With Barros at first after the walk. Kindle with the pitch. That one will be a strike, so 0-1 is the count. Pickoff attempt. Does not work there. Oh-1 delivery by Kindle. Ball down in the dirt. Count is even, 1-1. Wind up in the pitch. That one's going to be a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 man aboard, that being Sebastian Barros at first for PHSC. Juan Lopez waiting for the 2-1 delivery by Kindle. Two-one pitch. Ball down low. It's going to be 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Barros at first for PHSC. Juan Lopez batting. They're up 4-1. Walked him. So Kindle walks 2 as Lopez will head to first. Barros will advance to second. And Vance Celeberti, number 22, will now be batting, the first baseman, the number 5 hitter on the batting order. Celeberti with 50 at-bats, 13 runs, 15 hits, 4 doubles, and 2 home runs this season, 12 RBIs. He's hitting .300 this year. Slugging percentage at .500. He's 1 for 1 tonight, with an opportunity to potentially score more runs and keep the offense going. Kindle will deliver a strike. Celeberti shaking his head in disapproval, but it's going to be 1-0 now. I should say, not a strike, but looking for that clarification. But nevertheless, wind up in the pitch. That ball down in the dirt would be 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 men aboard for PHSC. I was correct. I'm looking at the scoreboard, making sure I was correct, and it's actually 1-1. Scoreboard operating error, it seems, at the dugout. We apologize for that. It is now 2 balls, 1 strike. Kindle with the pitch. Strike. Evens the count there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men aboard with number 22. Batting for PHSC. Man, I love how numbers work. Wind up in the pitch. That one's going to be a ball, so full count there, 3-2. Full count pitch. Ball out of play, so protecting on 3-2. Kindle with 19 pitches so far in this game. Replaced Robert Mitchell, who was the starting pitcher. That one is hit deep to right field, and it is out of here! Celebrity with some 22 magic. And the Bobcats, with 2 men aboard, Celebrity hits a home run. It is now 7-1. After Celebrity's shot to right field, it is 7-1. Michael Greenberg is now batting. That one will be a base hit to right field. Greenberg will stay at first base with a single to the right side. 8 hits for PHSC tonight. Nobody out. As Rocco DeMartinez, the shortstop, is now batting next for PHSC. Runner goes and will be there in time to steal the base. Greenberg is now at second after stealing the base from first to second. DeMartinez is batting. 0-1 is now 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes. 5 runs and 8 hits for DeMartinez entering tonight. 0-2 pitch. Swings on that one heavy. It's going to be a strike. Struck him out. Kelvin Perez, the third baseman, is now batting. The number 8 hitter, number 16 on the roster. Greenberg is at second base in scoring position. PHSC up 7-1 after Celebrity's home run that was hit to right field. One-0 delivery by Kindle. Ball tipped and went back, so count is even 1-1. Ball down in the dirt with Greenberg able to steal third in time. Greenberg advances from first to second, now to third. Like Houdini, now you see me, now you don't. 2-1 delivery by Kindle. Count as a strike, so it is now even 2-2. Kelvin Perez waiting for Kindle's delivery. 29th pitch. That one looks like it hit the left arm of Perez, and that means that Perez will head to first. Runners at the corners now with number 17, the number 9 hitter, Eduardo Morales, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Runners at the corners. Perez, he's at first. Greenberg, he's at third. Waiting on the pitch. It's going to be a ball, so 1-0. Seven hits to his name entering tonight's contest. 1-0 pitch in the chamber. That one is hit up high to right field. Back. Will be caught by the right fielder. Runner's going to tag from third. Add another run is Greenberg. He'll head home safely. It is now 8-1. Perez is still at first base. Greenberg went home after that sacrifice fly. As Rodriguez will now be batting. Runner on the move. Loses the ball, is the catcher. And Perez will steal second. Went off the glove of Greg Caban. Perez is now at second. With Rodriguez batting here, he's 1 for 1 tonight. That one to the second baseman, to first, in time to retire the side. A 4-3 play, but Celeberti's magical home run to right field adds 3. And along with Greenberg's placement to home, it is 8-1 entering the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports, as we are in the top of the 6th inning, with Bishop Quarles batting for Florida Southwestern, number 1, the center fielder, with the windup and the pitch there from number 12, Evan Alwine. He is the new pitcher for PHSC. He came to replace the starter, Nicholas Corse, earlier in the contest. As he gets the second strike there, it is 0-2 now. Alwine with 20 pitches, waiting for his 21st. Ball hit up high and out of play to the left side. So protecting an 0-2 is Quarles. Quarles with 20 hits and 47 at-bats coming into tonight, hitting .426 this past season so far. Wind up in the pitch. That's going to be a ball, so 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two delivery. That one is up high, so the count is even 2-2. Two-two pitch. Ball is down low, nearly clips Quarles, but it is going to be a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alwine with the delivery, and that's going to be a strike. Or a walk, I should say. Excuse me about that. Looking what he was trying to do there, but Quarles will head to first base on the walk there. So excuse me for the error when I said that it was a strike. But nevertheless, that means that Jonas St. Atone, the second baseman, the number 3 hitter, will now be batting. He's number 6 on the roster for the Buccaneers. That one will be a ball, so it is 1-0. Corals is at first after the walk by Alwine. Taking time here. PHSC up 8-1. One-0 delivery. Runner's going to move. Catcher throws it to second. That goes over the head of the second baseman, as Corals will make it to third on an easy dime. So on that 1-1 pitch, or 1-0 pitch, counts even 1-1, I should say, but nevertheless, Corals able to go and steal second, then steal third, as Sinatone will now wait for the 1-1 pitch. That one is a strike, so it is 1-2. That one is a ball, so the count is even 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A Buccaneer at third base, that being Corals. Sinatone 2 for 2 in tonight's contest. Ball is hit up high, popped up to the third baseman near the dugout. Grabs it there for the out by number 16, Kelvin Perez, the third baseman. Perez with a great job getting the pop out. As Chris Wally now, the first baseman, is batting, number 12 on the roster. He's the number 4 hitter in the batting order. Wind up in the pitch. That one's going to be a ball, so 1-0. One-0 delivery. That one is hit high and deep to right field and will be picked up, though, by the right fielder as a runner is going to tag from third to home. That being Corals. It is now 2-8. A sacrifice fly by Wally means Corals gets into home, and it is 8-2. As Evan Tavares, the designated hitter now, number 13 on the roster, is batting next. Ball is up high. He's the number 5 hitter on the batting order tonight. He is 0 for 1. PHSC, they're up by 6. Ball goes back against the fence. Count is even 1-1. Alwine with his 34th pitch, coming up with his 35th. That one is up high as well, so it is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out in this top of the 6th inning. 2-1 delivery. Count is now even 2-2. Waiting on the 2-2 delivery with 2 out. In this top of the 6th inning, Alwine winds it up. It's going to be a ball, so count is now full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two delivery. Walked him. Tavares will now head to first base after the walk. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. It looks like Alwine will be stepping out of the game potentially, as Lyndon Coleman indicated to the bullpen that is to the right side, way back out. And it is good night for Alwine and Halfpenny, Michael Halfpenny for PHSC will now be pitching, I should say. Excuse me on that. Number 21, Michael Halfpenny, will be pitching for Pasco-Hernando. Just getting that confirmation. Halfpenny, by the way, is number 21 on the roster, as he'll get a couple pitches to warm up. It is still, as of right now, 8-2. PHSC up by 6 in the top of the 6th inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back. So just getting confirmation here, it went from saying Michael Halfpenny was the initial pitcher to now number 33, Matthew Blasina. So originally on the Game Changer app where I'm using some of the information, it said Michael Halfpenny. That was now switched to Matthew Blasina, or Michael Halfpenny to Matthew Blasina, which means Matthew Blasina, number 33 on the Bobcats roster, is the new pitcher for PHSC. Getting some stats on him right about now. If you look at his stats here with Matthew Blasina, he has had 4 appearances so far this season, 10.1 innings pitched. He's allowed 16 hits, 11 runs, has committed 11 errors. He has struck out 12. His ERA as of right now is a 9.58. As Greg Caban, number 2 for Florida Southwestern, is batting. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Blasina with his first pitch. That one's going to be a ball, so 1-0. Tavares is at first base. Next pitch there. Shortstop to first in time. So the connection from the shortstop, that being Rocco DiMartinez, to first base, Vance Celeberti. A 6-3 play to retire the side as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning in Newport Richey, Florida. PHSC leading 8-2. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Here at the bottom of the 6th inning, PHSC, they are up 8-2 as we get a new pitcher for the Buccaneers, number 19, Trey Jackson, the freshman right-hand pitcher. 3 appearances with only 3.1 innings pitched. Waiting for the windup by Jackson as he's up against Durfee. Durfee did not go on that one, so it is 1-0. Braden Durfee, number 20 on the roster. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Jackson's ERA is 5.40 as we get the next pitch. That one is out of play. Count is even 1-1. Again, PHSC is 9-6 entering tonight's contest, looking to reach 4 wins in a row. They have not done that yet this season. They have reached 3 wins in a row earlier this year in the opening frames of the season. 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be called a ball, so 2-1. Braden Durfee named the FCSAA Men's Baseball Player of the Week at the Division II level. Recently announced earlier this morning. Ball is up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. PHSC with 8 combined hits tonight. Durfee waiting on the 3-1 delivery by Jackson. That one hit to the left side. Crushed it. Just a little bit too far left. Full count now, 3-2. Wind up in the pitch. Swings on that one heavy. Strikes him out. Jackson strikes out Durfee. As number 1, Sebastian Barros, the right fielder, will now be batting. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Barros hitting .386 so far this season. 17 RBIs, 2 home runs, 22 hits for the fellow Bobcat. Wind up in the pitch. That one hit Barros as he heads to first. As Juan Lopez now will be batting. The designated hitter, number 24 on the roster. He'll be in the left batter's box. Barros was hit by the pitch, so now he's at first base. Some discussion between Lyndon Coleman and the umpire here. Gives me a bit of time to say that today's broadcast is powered by PHSC. For over 50 years, Pasco-Hernando State College has been a comprehensive learning-centered institution serving its communities by providing excellent, affordable, and accessible education, enabling students to achieve academic success. For more information about how to start your journey with PHSC, go to phsc.edu. Again, Barros is at first base Barros is at first base after getting hit by the pitch from Jackson. Trying to make sure I do not flub my words here. Juan Lopez is now up to bat. 0 for 2 tonight. Ball is in the dirt. It is 1-0. Lopez batting .346 so far this season. 19 RBIs, 18 hits. Wind up in the pitch. That's another ball. So 2-0. As the lights are fully on here inside the ballpark, illuminating the national champion sign in left center field. Recently unveiled this past December. 2-0 pitch. That one is going to be another ball as it goes off the hand of the catcher, that being, of course, Caban. It is 3-0 now. .3-0 pitch by Jackson. Called a strike in the center. 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. In the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 man aboard, that being Barros at first base. Juan Lopez batting. The number 4 hitter. That's a strike. Lopez thinking he was able to head on down to first, but it is a full count now, 3-2. Lopez taking his time to do some extra swings. Talked to Juan Lopez earlier before the broadcast, asked how the team was feeling. He said, pretty good. Everyone riding on the high of those 3 straight wins, hoping to make it 4 straight wins, as that ball will mean Lopez heads to first. Jackson walks Lopez, and Barros will now move to second. With only 1 out in this bottom of the 6th inning, number 22, the first baseman, Vance Celeberti, he's 2 for 2, hit that massive home run out to right field. 2 other Bobcats were on the bases when that happened. Can he do it again? That'd be improbable. Ball down in the dirt. Lopez running to second. He'll get there. And Barros will now head to home. Lopez to third. And the error up front to second base means another run will be scored. PHSC now up 9-2. Barros headed home as Lopez pushed his way from second to third. 1-0 pitch. That's one going to be a ball. Excuse me. 2-0 is the count. Nine to 2 is the score here for PHSC. Waiting on the pitch by Jackson. Swings on that one heavy. It's a live ball. And looking to see if the umpire's okay. Looks like he got hit by the ball or the bat when Celeberti was swinging. Lyndon Coleman is there. There's the athletic trainer as well. The other official and the head coach for Florida Southwestern, excuse me. Zach Cole. We're going to take a quick break, just an off-screen graphic. We'll be right back to see any future updates. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Liszczak. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. The umpire had an injury to his right arm after the swing by Celeberti. And we will resume play. Just to confirm, it was a live ball, which meant that Lopez was able to head home. It is now 10-2. Celebrity 2 for 2 tonight. Again, that home run on the right side with 2 extra Bobcats on the bases. As we get the pitch here by Jackson, that ball is down in the dirt. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Michael Greenberg is next on the batting order for PHSC, followed by Rocco DiMartinez and Kelvin Perez. 3-1 pitch by Jackson. Swings on that one heavy, nothing but dead air. 3-2 now. Full count. PHSC leading 10-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. 8 hits for PHSC combined. As we get the windup, strikes him out. Jackson strikes out Celebrity, as Greenberg now will step up at the left batter's box. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Greenberg, the second baseman, 9 RBIs, 5 doubles, 18 hits so far this season, batting .353 as we get Jackson's pitch. Ball is down low, make it 1-0. Pitch. A nasty one there, makes it 1-1. Greenberg is 1 for 3 tonight. One delivery. That one is a ball, so it is 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. PHSC leading 10-2. They're up by 8. Greenberg in the left batter's box waiting for Jackson's pitch. Makes the count even after swinging on that ball, which was down low. It is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two pitch. That one's going to be a ball, so full count, 3-2. Waiting on the 3-2 pitch by Jackson. That one fouled back by Greenberg, so protecting there on 3-2. Greenberg, one of the freshmen on the roster for PHSC. 3-2 pitch by Jackson. Ball. Jackson walks Greenberg as Rocco DiMartinez steps up. He'll be at the left batter's box. The shortstop, number 7 on the batting order, is jersey number 4. 8 hits, 5 runs, and 26 at-bats entering tonight's contest. 0 for 3 tonight. Swings on that one heavy. It's 0-1. Greenberg is at first base after the walk by Jackson. Pick off. Nothing happening there. Waiting on the 0-1 delivery. That ball is popped up and out of play. Now it's 0-2. Jackson on his 29th pitch now. 28 with the last one. This will be his 29th. That one a strike. Struck him out to retire the side here from Jackson to D. Martinez. And now we will head to the top of the 7th inning, the 7th inning stretch. PHSC up 10-2. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast as it is 10-2 entering the top of the 7th inning. PHSC leading as we get the first pitch there. It's going to be a ball. Matthew Blasina is pitching for PHSC as he throws the next one there. Count should be even now, 1-1. PHSC having a great offensive showing tonight. 8 combined hits so far, as that one's going to be a ball, 2-1. PHSC has only committed 2 errors tonight. Blasino with the 2-1 delivery. That one is hit heavy and high to left field, but hurled in perfectly by the left fielder. Jabeth hit that one to left field, but was caught by the left fielder, Alex Rodriguez, so he is out. First out of the top of the 7th inning as we have the next batter, Tyler June, number 3, the right fielder for the Buccaneers, as Blasino will now pitch his 7th. That one is a strike, so make it 0-1. Straight down the center. A swinging strike there from June. Count is even 1-1 now after the ball. One delivery, ball down low, and make it 2-1. Temperature now a comfortable 71 degrees as of 7:07 p.m. Waiting on the 2-1 pitch by Blasina. Now make it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Either a potential walk scenario or full count scenario, depending on the pitch here from Blasino. 3-1 delivery in the chamber. Walked him. So June will head to first base as we head to the bottom of the batting order. Andy Perez, the third baseman, number 5 on the roster. He's the number 9 hitter. He'll be batting next in the left batter's box. One person out in the top of the 7th inning. Called a ball. So 1-0. As we're going to have a meeting here, I think it's Lyndon Coleman. Yes, he's walking out with the pitcher and the catcher all on the same mound here. Looks like some discussion. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be pulled from the game. It's just some words of wisdom and coaching from head coach Lyndon Coleman on the mound here. Morales will head back to his position. Again, June is at first base. Tyler June of the Buccaneers. Perez is batting. Perez is 1 for 2 tonight. As Blasina will reset here and will be throwing out his 13th pitch in just a few moments. One-0 delivery. Runner on the move. And it looks like June will make it there easily in time. No play made by the catcher Morales. So June advances to second in scoring position. 1-1 delivery. Ball chopped to the left and out of play. 1-2 now. Perez is batting for Florida Southwestern. June is at second. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Ball in the dirt. Open opportunity there for June to head to third now. Count is even 2-2. Florida Southwestern entering tonight with an 11-3 overall record, 2-1 in conference. That one up high and struck him out. So Perez is struck out there as we head to the top of the order. A strikeout. Nick April Gaith now, the shortstop, will be batting for and that is down for extra bases. Excuse me on that. That one is tipped off the shortstop, and he'll make it in time with a double. I was looking to make sure if it was either in play or not in play. Just for context, Gaith hit that one, and it went up in the air to the left side with the third baseman, or I believe it's the third baseman and left fielder, trying to grab that one. And the ball went down, and as Gaith is running to second base, the ball that was thrown to the shortstop went out of his hands or bounced off, and Gaith was made it safely to second base. Just for the context, I know I didn't say anything between that part, but I was making sure that it was still in play, or if it was out of play due to my vision over here. So apologies on that, but nevertheless, it looks like we will have a new pitcher for PHSC. Just making sure. It is number 21, which is Michael Halfpenny. So getting the confirmation, Blasina is out. Halfpenny is in for PHSC. Gaith with an unusual double. And of course, Florida Southwestern was able to grab a run because of that. It is 10-3. So apologies for some of the potential confusion and open awkwardness or spaceness, I should say, the open space of dialogue. Just confirming what was happening with the visibility that I had on the play when it initially happened with the ball that could have been in foul territory or stayed in. A little bit about Halfpenny, just getting some data here of the fellow Bobcat. If you look at Michael Halfpenny and his stats, he's a left-hand pitcher, sophomore, 5 appearances, has pitched 7 innings, has allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 errors, has struck out 11, though, and his ERA is 2.57. So considerably lower than some of the other pitchers in tonight's contest. As number 1, Bishop Quarles will be up to bat on the right batting box. Excuse me. Waiting on Halfpenny's first pitch. That one will be a strike, so 0-1 is the count. A Buccaneer is at second base. It's that unusual double that happened from left field, and then the play to try to get him out was missed. Next pitch there, that one down low. Count is even 1-1. Quarles, the center fielder, is batting right now in the right batter's box. The number 2 hitter on the roster for tonight. Halfpenny with a delivery, 1-1. Ball popped up high to left field. And it looks like it went out of play, so nothing could be made over there. It is 1-2 right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Quarles batting for Florida Southwestern, for the Buccaneers. Gaith is at second. Halfpenny with the windup, 1-2 delivery. Ball in the dirt. Count's going to be even, 2-2. Quarles 0 for 2 tonight as that one went down low. Full count there. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. 1 Buccaneer aboard at second. 3-2 delivery. Ball is out of play. So protecting on 3-2 is Quarles. Quarles with 18 RBIs and 20 hits in 47 at-bats entering tonight's game. 3-2 delivery is a strike. So Halfpenny strikes out Quarles to retire the side as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. PHSC leading by 7, 10-3. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak. Thank you for joining us. Bottom of the 7th inning, PHSC up 10-3 as number 16, Kelvin Perez, is batting up against Trey Jackson of Florida Southwestern. The Buccaneers down by 7. PHSC hoping to get their 10th win of the regular season. The windup in the pitch. Ball up high. It's going to be 1-0. Perez batting .231 so far this season. As we get the 1-0 delivery. That one hit up high to right field and will be caught by the right fielder for an easy first out. Picked up by Tyler June. As that was an easy first out. Getting some discussion here. Looks like there's a removing of a watch, probably from Jackson himself, it seems. But we will resume play in just a few moments. Excuse me again. Apologies. Waiting on the pitch there. That's going to be a strike, so 0-1. Eduardo Morales, number 17, the number 9 hitter, is batting. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Jackson with the 0-1 delivery. Makes the count even there, 1-1. PHSC 6-4 in the last 10 games. Beat Florida Southwestern last year 4-0. That one's going to be a ball. So 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one delivery. Swings on that one heavy. Makes the count even, 2-2. Morales batting .292 this season. 24 at-bats entering tonight's contest. Wind up in the pitch. Strikes him out. So Jackson strikes out Morales as we head to the top of the batting order for PHSC. Number 3, Alex Rodriguez. Number 1 hitter, left fielder. 1 for 2 tonight. Jackson with his 37th pitch. Called a strike. 0-1. Oh-1 delivery. Count is even, 1-1. PHSC with 8 hits tonight. 3 errors compared to Florida Southwestern's 6 hits and 1 error. Swings on that one heavy. Makes the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 7th inning. After Rodriguez, if he does become safe or gets a home run of some sort situation, will be Durfee. Count is even, 2-2. So if Rodriguez makes it to first or gets a home run or is somehow safe, Next will be Durfee and then Barros on the batting order, or will be picked up back in the top of the 8th inning. Swings on that one heavy, but it's a live ball thrown to first in time to retire the side. So now we head to the top of the 8th inning with PHSC up 10-3. Bobcats all day. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. PHSC up 10-3 as we get the windup in the pitch there from Michael Halfpenny. Makes it 1-0. Batting is Jonas Saint-Atone, the second baseman, 2 for 3 tonight. Fouls that one back. Makes the count even 1-1. These two teams have had a very similar history in terms of last season, both winning a Region 8 championship and then, of course, making it to the World Series in their respective divisions. As that one is a heavy strike, makes it 1-2. PHSC winning their World Series, the D2 one in Enid, Oklahoma, of course, with Florida Southwestern making an appearance as that one is hit up high to right field. Right fielder going to grab that one as he moves to the left and gets the out. Sebastian Barros able to hurl in the out. But as I was saying, yes, PHSC able to win their World Series first national championship. Became national champions in Enid, Oklahoma. The Buccaneers of Florida Southwestern State College made it to their D1 World Series as that one goes to the second baseman, thrown to first in time for the second out. Great connection between Greenberg and the first baseman, Celeberti. As we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. Halfpenny, he is at 12 pitches as of right now. Again, Florida Southwestern State College, they made it to the World Series, the D1 World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado, as it looks like Halfpenny will be done for tonight. And it looks like from the game changer statistics here, the up-to-date information, Isaac Palacios, number 11, is the new pitcher. And getting that confirmation from a visual look, it is number 11, Isaac Palacios. He is the new pitcher for PHSC in the top of the 8th inning. So we will take a quick break here in Newport Richey, Florida. PHSC leading 10-3. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Liszczak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. Top of the 8th inning. PHSC up 10-3. New pitcher, Isaac Palacios. Palacios with a 5.06 ERA, 5 appearances, 4 strikeouts, has allowed 5 runs and 7 hits. Innings pitched, 5.1. He's up against Tavares, who's 0 for 1, with a upcoming 0-1 delivery by Palacios. Swings on that one. It's going to be a strike, so 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. At the top of the 8th inning, Palacios takes a deep breath. He's on the mound here, ready for the 0-2 delivery. Wind up and the pitch. Ball up high. Make it 1-2. And we will have a basketball game tomorrow for PHSC. Men's basketball team final home game at 6 p.m. against Florida State College of Jacksonville. Ball is down low, goes off the catcher's hand. It is 2-2 now. Count even. But yes, PHSC, the men's basketball team, will have a game tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the West Campus Building K against Florida State College of Jacksonville, their final home game of the regular season. That one's going to be another ball to the left side. Full count, 3-2. That will also be broadcasted on the PHSC Athletics YouTube channel. And you can stay up to date on our social media pages. Softball had their home doubleheader against Florida Southwestern earlier this afternoon. Swings on that one heavy. It's going to be a strike. He got him out. Palacios able to save that full count, turn it into a strikeout. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, PHSC still leading 10-3. Welcome back, everyone. Here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. PHSC up 10-3. New pitcher for the Buccaneers, number 34, Ryan Griesenack. 3 appearances and 2 innings pitched. 2 strikeouts and an 18.00 ERA. Durfee hits a deep ball out to left field. That one is gone. Out of here. 1 pitch equals 1 home run for Braden Durfee. They add another. It's 11-3. Way to go, Braden. Unbelievable. Durfee with his 4th home run this year. Now it is Sebastian Barros, who's up 1 for 2 in tonight's contest. Swings on that one. It's going to be a strike. Waiting on the 0-1 pitch from Griesenack. Count is even 1-1. Barros, the number 3 hitter. Right fielder for PHSC. Waiting on the 1-1 delivery. Ball is down low. Make it 2-1. Barros waiting on the 2-1 pitch. Ball is popped up and goes out of play to the left side. Count is even 2-2. Two-two pitch. Right to the third baseman. And unable to make a play is Perez. Slides down to grab it, then stops as he looks down at his foot. And Barros with a single as Juan Lopez now is up to bat. He's 0 for 2. Barros at first for PHSC. Waiting on the delivery here. Called a strike, so 0-1. Lopez with 9 runs and 18 hits entering tonight. 52 at-bats so far this season. Swings on that one heavy. It's going to be a strike, so 0-2. Nobody out in this bottom of the 8th inning. Barros is at first base with that single. Wind up in the pitch. Ball is up high, so it's going to be 1-2. PHSC leading 11-3, excuse me. One-two delivery. Ball hit up high to center field. To the right side. Caught for the out. Bishop Quarles moves to the right side of that center field, grabs it for the first out. Juan Lopez walks back out to the dugout as number 22, Vance Celeberti, 2 for 3, hit that home run to right field with 2 men aboard earlier in this game. Barros at first base. Called a strike, 0-1. Oh-1 pitch. Heavy ball. Crushed it. But it is in foul territory. So 0-2. Griesenack readying his 13th pitch. as he looks back at first base to Barrows. 0-2 delivery. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. PHSC leading 11-3. Barrows is at first base. Michael Greenberg is next to bat after Celebrity. That one is chopped, but it's going to be a base hit as Barrows moves to third. And we have runners at the corners. A chopped ball past the first baseman. And now you have runners at the corners with just 1 out. And Greenberg now up to bat. A chopped ball single. PHSC now with 11 hits. 11 hits. Barrows at third, Celebrity at first. Wind up, here comes the pitch. It's going to be a strike straight down the middle. 0-1. Delivery. Count's going to be even, 1-1. Greenberg is 1 for 3 tonight. Greenberg batting .353 this season, on base percentage .450, slugging percentage .490, 18 hits, 5 doubles. As that one is going to be a strike, so it is 1-2. Runners at the corners. Wind up in the pitch. Swings on that one. It's going to be a strikeout. So now PHSC has another batter up. Rocco DiMartinez, the shortstop. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Got runners on the corners. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. Here comes the delivery. That's a moon ball, but it goes out of play on the right side. Celebrity at first. Barrows at third. Grisnack with the delivery. Ball down in the dirt. Count is even, 1-1. Again, this is a matchup between a Division I program, that being Florida Southwestern, and PHSC, a Division II program inside the FCSAA. 1-1 delivery. And that one is going to be a ball, so 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 2 Bobcats. 1 in first and 1 in third. Two-one delivery. Right to the third baseman. Thrown to first. In time to retire the side. So Braden Durfee in his solo shot to left field adds another. PHSC up 11-3. Entering the top of the 9th inning. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, as we are in the top of the ninth inning. PHSC up 11-3 against Florida Southwestern. The Buccaneers down and down badly, as number 2, Greg Caban, is batting in the right batter's box, as that ball is going to be a ball. It is 1-0. Palacios with his 8th pitch coming up, as that is a base hit out to right field. A one-off single there by Caban, as number 8, Keenan Jabeth, the left fielder, will now be batting. He's the number 7 hitter. Caban is at first after that single to right field. That is a ball, so 1-0. PHSC hopefully will want to close this out pretty strongly. As we get the next pitch here. That's going to be a strike, so it evens the count. PHSC will get their 10th win if nothing crazy happens here. Heavy swing makes it 1-2. If they end this game here with a W, it means it's going to be their 4th win in a row, as they'll be playing this upcoming Friday and Saturday against South Florida State. Ball down in the dirt. Count is even now, 2-2. Caban is aboard for PHSC, or sorry, for Florida Southwestern. He's at first base. Palacios for PHSC with his 2-2 pitch. That ball is hit up high. That one to right field will be down on the ground, picked up by the right fielder, as Caban will now move to second and Jabeth to first. A lot was happening in that play. Seeing who that was going to go near. Looked like it was the right fielder, that being Sebastian Barros. As the runners advance, Caban is at second, Jabeth is at first with that single. As Tyler June now will be batting. He's 1 for 2, number 3 on the roster, number 8 in the batting order. That's a strike. Nobody out in the top of the 9th inning here. Oh, 1 delivery. That's off the glove of the catcher. And the runners will move up. So Caban will now move to third. Jabeth will move to second. Going off of the glove of Morales. June batting .571 this season for the Buccaneers. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That is a strike. 1-2. One-two pitch. That one is a ball. Count is even 2-2. On base percentage for the Buccaneers combined, it's .458 this season. Batting average .358. As we get the next pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Palacios strikes out June. As we get the next batter. Andy Perez, number 5 on the roster. He's the number 9 hitter, the third baseman. Perez batting .304 this season. 7 hits, 3 runs, a single home run for the freshman. Ball down in the dirt. Makes it 1-0. Again, PHSC is up 11-3. Ball up high, so make it 2-0. Perez is 1 for 3 tonight. Two men aboard for the Buccaneers. There's another ball. So 3 balls, no strikes in this exchange. Potential walk situation with, it could be bases fully loaded with just a single out. And it is. No, it's a strike. Even I was fooled. Perez was fooled. It is 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Perez waiting on the 3-1 delivery by Palacios. That ball hit to shallow right field. Picked up by the right fielder for the second out. As Perez will head back to the respective dugout. Caban and Jabeth do not move as we head back to the top of the order. Number 4, Nick April Gaith, the shortstop, batting .500 this season, 25 hits, 19 runs, 8 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 50 at-bats entering today's game. Buccaneers at second and third. That's going to be a strike. 2 outs here, the top of the 9th inning. Palacios, 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ball, evens the count 1-1. Waiting on the 1-1 delivery. That's going to be a ball, so 2-1. 2 men aboard for Florida Southwestern. With 2 out, the top of the 9th inning, Palacios winds it up, 2-1 pitch, ball hit in the shallow infield to the second baseman. And with that, PHSC will win 11-3, beating Florida Southwestern, improving to a 10-6 overall record, and winning 4 straight games in a row. A great game by all the Bobcats out there on the field. A beautiful day for baseball and a great broadcast. I'd like to thank PHSC Athletics for allowing me the opportunity to broadcast these games. There's going to be plenty of more this season. Of course, tomorrow, men's basketball, there is a game at 6 p.m. against Florida State College of Jacksonville at home, so please make sure you watch that. Also, stay updated on our social media pages, our athletics accounts. That's where you're going to see all the top news and information for all of our Bobcats. Again, it was a fantastic game, a great game to broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. For everyone at Bobcat Nation, for everyone here at PHSC Athletics, I'm Robert Lischak. Stay safe out there. Good night, everyone.